Being sworn in before the king, Najib Razak becomes Malaysia's 6th Prime Minister and takes over a job some say is one of the most troubled in Asia. He has the difficult task of uniting a country and improving the image of a party beset by rifts and defections. And within the next week, his government has to contest 3 crucial by-elections, which once would have been almost a foregone conclusion for the ruling Malay National Party, UMNO. 3 seats are up for grabs, each one a litmus test of the support for a government said to be battling for survival. They come at a time of transition. The internal splits in UMNO caused the ousting of former Prime Minister Abdullah Badawi.
The Malay population have turned against UMNO. And the reason for this is because UMNO, on the one hand, makes a lot of sound, lots of noise about how they're the champions of the Malay race. And yet, on the other hand, practice corruption and nepotism.
The election of a new leader is a foregone conclusion for a party and a government which increasingly is being accused of systematic corruption, nepotism, and of being out of touch with the needs of the Malaysian public.
He has a chance to do something. If corrupt leaders are elected as party leaders, he has a chance to exclude them from his cabinet. So if he does that, I think he will win back the support of the people.
But Mr. Najib is not free of controversy either. His past is clouded by allegations of corruption regarding commission payments for arms deals and questions about his knowledge of events concerning the murder of a Mongolian translator, which he has categorically denied.
Najib is not even accepted by his own party as a man who can unify the Malays. For one, he himself, his credibility, I think is, far from acceptable.
Mr. Najib and UMNO are trying to stop an alarming downward trend begun last March when they lost a 2/3 majority in parliamentary elections. The party faithful blame the policies of Abdullah Badawi, who allowed unprecedented freedoms for the media. Recently, 2 opposition newspapers were suspended, a sign, critics say, of a return to the days of strict government control.
It is next 2-3 years will be very trying times for the opposition. It will be trying times for the rule of law, for democracy. We are in reverse, and all those 2004 promises have all gone out of the window.
Mr. Zaid left the government because of its failure to make progress and its abuse, he says, of the Internal Security Act, introduced during British rule, but increasingly used, allegedly, to deal with government opponents. The results of the coming by-elections will be watched closely, not just for the seats at stake, but for what the people will be saying to their new Prime Minister. And unless he is prepared to make dramatic reforms, he may well go down in history as the shortest-serving Malaysian Premier. Tony Birtley, Al Jazeera, Kuala Lumpur.